I want to tell you about the first time I had to take a day off work. I was living at Bristol at the time, and I was working in a bike shop called Evan Cycles as a bicycle mechanic. I was riding down to Bristol Mead Station, in and out of the traffic, and I mustn't have seen a pothole or something like that on the ground because the front wheel went into there and I found myself flying across the air. I stuck my hands out and I felt, as I hit the ground, a great big crunch. I knew something must have been wrong. It hurt quite a lot. My shoulder was really hurting. So I got back on the bike. I held my collar like this and I cycled over to Bristol Hospital. I went into the hospital and there's somebody called a triage nurse. And what the nurse's job is to decide who's the highest risk and who's not. And they said, right, well, you look like you're okay. You're not going to die anytime soon or anything like that. So take a seat and we'll call you. And I saw some people that came in before me that got called in, but I thought, gosh, they must be really sick. Eventually, my name was called and I went and met the doctor. And the doctor was really nice and said, what do you think has happened? And I said, I think I've fallen off my bike. I put my arm out, I heard a crunch, so I'm pretty sure I broke my collarbone. And the doctor said, oh, does it hurt there? Does it hurt there? Gave me a few pokes and said, yeah, I'm pretty sure you've broken your collarbone as well. But just to be sure, what we're going to do is give you an x-ray. So they took me into this special little room and they put me against the x-ray machine. And then the person doing the x-ray left the room. So I was there all alone and I was stood up against this and I could hear them in a little speaker because they were in another room that must have been right next door. And they said, okay, stay still. And then there was a big pop noise and my x-rays were taken. They came back in the room and they showed me my x-ray. And it's just like a picture taken on a digital camera. It came from the screen and you could clearly see the collarbone was broken. Not quite as bad as in this picture. It was only in 2 pieces rather than 3. And I had to wear a sling for the next month or so. I went into work afterwards and I remember saying to my boss, oh, I'm fine. And I had a huge row. I think the adrenaline was still going. And my boss was saying, no, you've got to go home. And that was the story of my first day off work. So I had an x-ray and the x-ray probably had a frequency of 10 to the power of 18 hertz.